No mai haere mai to the Pulman Arena for day 3 of the Trans Tasman Challenge, game 3 of the under-20s grade, and I'm joined here with Dan, one of the open men's players, and unfortunately due to technical difficulties we are joining you with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, but we will make up with it with fantastic commentary, I'm sure, I have no doubts.
Absolutely.
Australia with the lead, 5-3, quite a topsy-turvy start. We'll let you catch up with a couple of minutes to play and join you shortly with some comments.
Just while you're doing the microphone, yeah, okay.
Australia starting with a different lineup than they have in the first 2 tests, opting to have Connor Lilly, who was their highest accuracy shooter off, and this shooting combination taking a while to gel. And Dan, as a shooter, you know the importance of a good start.
Absolutely, you want to get your confidence up early, but it looks like they've started to build into something pretty strong now. I'm sure it's a combination they would have spent time with in training, so it just takes a bit of time to get that rust off.
Zealand Head there with a fantastic hold by the New Zealand Under-20s. And a pass you've seen this team use all week, that new short pass rule where only a hand has to fit. And Josh Cocker makes good. New Zealand ahead by 1.
A very different combination out there for New Zealand as well. I think while starting off hot, it looks like there's a bit of trouble getting through the ball, through the midcourt at the moment.
Yes, most of their team that they've started with in the last 2 tests are on the sideline, so good to see in the 3rd test everyone get on court, but it'd be nice to see this combination start to solidify some good structures, which I'm sure Den and Davey, the coaches, would have asked for. Yes, and again that short pass, the trademark of this under-20s team, the only team that's really used it this series.
What do you think of the moving circle down that New Zealand end? It looks like it's actually creating a bit more space than we've seen in the last couple of tests.
Yeah, I think that with having Hayes down in goalkeeper, it's definitely got more rotation. It would probably be my coaching hat on. I would probably have one taller midi on to be able to see over the Australian 3-foot guard, just to see those shooters and their movements a bit earlier. But they're ahead 1, so it can't be too bad.
Absolutely, it seems to be working so far.
And Australia with the equaliser with 5 minutes to go. Right idea. Might have been a bit too cutesy on the pass. Lucky to have gained it back with Australia deflecting it back to them. Great take there by Cocker. And Vincent Cook for Australia with the rebound. Bit of a zealous jump there, about 3 metres away from the sideline.
Tell you what, I think what I've both been impressed with this under-20s team has been that defensive end. They've really kept going, and boy, those boys can jump.
Oh, absolutely. I think that shows in the scoreline too. Every test has progressively gotten closer, so it's really been a series of defence for the New Zealand and Australian under-20s teams both.
Absolutely.
Now, umpires for this game are Matthew Davis and Amanda McLaughlin with Maru Jalamir reserve. And another fantastic turnover by Joyce there, just driving strong through. Yeah, New Zealand all on one side of the court. I'd really like to see these under-20s open their vision and use the width a bit more rather than playing on the sideline and on top of each other. Fantastic baseline drive there by Zealand Head. And not only a double play, but a triple play. And as a shooter, we love when we get those moments.
Good to see the mid-quarter staying engaged on this circle edge so that they can retrieve those rebounds.
Yes, Nipple 101, you do not move until the goal ring is passed and the umpire says it counts.
Absolutely. I think we saw the New Zealand centre do it earlier and get a look from his coach, so I
Yes,
don't think he'll be doing that again.
And actually yesterday in the mixed game, I think it was the defining moment of the series when everyone was off the circle edge except for New Zealand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unlucky there, Cocker called for replay ball. Alan Davis for Australia doing a fantastic job of controlling the ball and landing circle edge, and with a pass like that sees Australia go up. Great vision and release again by Davis. New Zealand will want to address the wing defence, maybe picking him up a bit earlier, or maybe doubling with the centre there to restrict his. And Hikwe looks up to his, the sideline as he throws that hospital pass there. What are your thoughts on that? I like them moving down the circle, but I feel like everything's away from the post and behind the defence. What are your thoughts on the two shooters and their movements?
Yeah, it's looking really hectic down there. I can't tell if it's nerves from the goal attack or just not a good understanding with the goal shooter, but the timing's definitely not where it needs to be, and everything seems to be behind the defenders. I'd love to see somebody get in front and roll. Good turnover there by Kahu Huff.
Kahu's been fantastic since coming on in Test 2, getting some really awesome turnovers with his elevation and just so unassuming with his movements.
He's a good Kapiti boy, is Kahu. Only his second year playing, so we're pretty proud.
Oh, I love
Kapiti
that.
To see him make it this far. And we know he's got a lot to work on, and so does he, but he's the hardest working kid I've seen, so plenty of future ahead for him.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Den rewarding a couple of the changes he's made were forced through injury, but it's nice to see when coaches reward those players coming on regardless of whether they're starting lineup or not, come back on court. Cocker with the goal. New Zealand down one with 1 minute 15 to go. Need a turnover here to either get ahead or stay in touch for the second quarter.
Bit of miscommunication there between the goal attack and goal shooter. Gives New Zealand that opportunity.
Yeah, well, Thompson's played the whole series at goal shoot, and I think it's probably better suited there. Just a bit loose with the ball at goal attack, and as I say that, New Zealand's loose with the ball in return.
Don't think the goalkeeper was too happy with that call.
No. I think the whole of South Auckland heard that one. Great lean by Hayes Tepuia. And just that discipline, getting the really good distance, but as a defence, I know how hard it is to keep our hand off the ball.
Absolutely. And the umpires have been specifically tight on that this week.
Absolutely. There's been no conversation around it at all. You can just not place your hand on the ball. 15 seconds to go here. Let's see what Australia can do. New Zealand coughing up possession.
Good hands over pressure from them though. They're putting a lot of pressure on the ball.
Really good here. Slowing the ball down.
Unfortunately, that shot's not in time.
That says us go to the quarter break. 11-9 to Australia. New Zealand probably wanting to have a look at what changes they have on the bench to solidify those turnovers they're getting. What's them?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of it just comes down to making sure they get the ball through court, and a lot of them are just driving in behind players. So a few little changes needed, but I don't think they're too far off at the moment.
And you'll join you back in a minute or two for the second quarter. Thank you, Whānau. See you shortly.
Say you love me, say you don't. Just give me something so I can move on. Pull me closer or push me away. Let me know if we'll be okay. 'Cause I can't stand another moment of you playing with my mind. I'm so tired of never knowing, so spell it out. 'Cause I won't stay awake till morning, I won't stay another night. If you're feeling something for me, say it now. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. 'Cause I can't wait for you.
No mai haere mai ki Bruce Pulman Stadium for quarter 2 of the under-20s third and final test here in Bruce Pulman Arena, Takanini, Tamaki Makaurau. Dan, what are your thoughts on for both teams to get ahead in this next quarter passages of play?
With New Zealand, I think it's pretty basic. It's really just making sure they're getting in front of their defender and not doing too much work behind. For Australia, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. I think their shooting circle started to develop there, though I think they've made a couple of changes now. And for them, it's just about making sure they're a bit more clinical coming through. A lot of the ball they have thrown away has been unforced, so if they tidy that up, they should be fine.
Yes, and Duj, the captain, Jamia, has joined us back on court at goal defence. Hikorangi Joyce has moved to goal attack. Zayden Head remains at goal shoot.
What do you think Den will be asking of his goal defender for this final quarter, second quarter?
I think it'll just be to tighten up, especially with Connor Lilly's effectiveness over the first two tests. He was fantastic with his spatial awareness and circle entry. But New Zealand's doing a really good mid-court press here. Really good zone in the goal third. Zara almost gets a turnover.
A bit late there from Hayes there, just taking out his opposite.
Just like a good goalkeeper does, reminding the middies that he's there.
Absolutely.
Great timing there with the rejection, but Tipuya pulled for obstruction before that. And finished by Australia. And I'm sure we're going to have time held shortly for the goal defence who's missing his complete bib under the goal ring. I'm that good fun, I can be the commentator and the umpire all in one game. It's been known to happen.
Hey, you've got to have an expert umpire on the commentary bench, don't you?
It's normally when I'm wearing a wing attack, but yes, correct. Yeah, just like to see Australia tidy up on those contacts. They're definitely not shooting from out there, so it's a waste of a penalty.
Yeah, I think they just need to be a bit smarter and maybe double back or one back and make sure one cuts off one of the mid-court options. I don't think they've shot a mid-court shot all weekend.
No. It's under the goal ring.
Under the goalpost.
We've just had time to find the bid. Bit of a roll reverse down here with the goal shooter. Goal shooter coming out and playing the goal attack role. See what Davis does here. Real fan of his ball handling and his ball speed, his wing attack. Yeah, just discipline there by Tipuya. Last thing you want is to be moving off and your teammate gets a fantastic turnover. Great take there with a bit of a love tap on the head. Tamihana with the swing. Hamilton Davis and Tamihana being a really good combination here for the under-20s of New Zealand.
I'd really like to see Joyce do add a second movement to his play. He's got a really good first drive, but when it's cut off, he doesn't seem to have anywhere else to go. Yeah,
it seems to be the fad in this under-20s grade is we know that they can all jump and they love to use it, but a second movement always shakes the defence.
Nice little feed across there to Gossett. Nice tip.
Great tip by Takuya. Very unlucky there. Great distance and good lane. New Zealand almost with the turnover. And again, if you heard me in the first two tests, you'd know how much, if you're a netball player, playing on one foot is not a good thing. This New Zealand
Clearly
team,
I was coached wrong then.
Yes.
Oh, not a good pass there. Really need to be a bit more secure with it down there. Too many loose passes going across channels.
Yeah, just too cute to feel at times. Hamilton Davis with the turnover again. He's been really steady for New Zealand, reliable on those loose tips.
It's a good little change of direction there to open up some space.
Absolutely. But this attacking and being really reactive instead of setting stuff up as balls coming through. That's a great pinpoint accurate pass there.
Really good strong take too.
And just like that, 2 points is the difference. New Zealand needing a break here. Really like to see Takuya come out and challenge that long drive with there only being one shooter back there. And he probably heard me, but it was the wrong one I wanted him to go for.
Good to see the mid-quarters putting arms over pressure to make that feed a little bit harder into the circle.
Yeah, because we all know 2-on-1 in that defensive circle is very rarely you'll get a turnover. Yes, Victor Tamahana with the dodge there and circle edge within a matter of seconds.
Really good placement into the goal attack there.
And probably what Joyce needs to work on for the next couple of minutes is just getting in there and giving one solid option, a nice good hold or good move rather than running across the channels in and out and the pirouettes.
Might give their mid-quarters a bit more clarity around what they're doing as well. Really good rebound there. One thing that's definitely been missing this week from all teams is defensive rebounding's really gone missing.
Absolutely.
What have you seen in that?
Yeah, I agree. I think everyone's in some really, really beautiful defence on the shots, some goaltends, but there's no point in making the shooter miss if they're going to get another bite at the apple straight away. New Zealand really lacking a second phase of the centre pass. Just like them to string a couple of 1 and 2s together to get that ball down that end easier.
I'd almost like to see the goal attack and goal shoot of New Zealand switch here. I feel like it would give Joyce a bit more clarity being at goal shooter, knowing what his role is.
Absolutely. And Zayden's done such a fantastic job for the under-23s at goal attack this week.
Beautiful little baseline drive and feed, that one.
And the finish. Just feel like both teams are lacking a bit of leadership, someone to control the tempo. It's a bit all over the place. I really want someone to step up and just control the ball when it needs to be slowed down.
I think the New Zealand defenders really need to tidy it up down there. They're involving this whistle far too much and not giving themselves a chance.
Yeah, and it's probably because Hayes has played goal shoot all the last 2 tests. It's a big call to but especially the under-20s grade where players are still finding themselves internationally as a player to put someone into the opposite end. Wasn't too sure which way Matt Davis was going there, but Australia with the ball.
Oh, I don't think the coach is going to be happy with that one.
No. I think that was close to going upstairs to the crowd just quietly. Much better sense of potential play from the under-20s here. But then again, this passage of play here really missing.
Oh, beautiful shot there from Joyce. Nice to see he has got a bit of range when he feels comfortable. Yes,
well that's his indoor netball coming into play there. Loves to take a 2-point shot, that boy. And here we see a change. Logan Asink is joining us at goal defence. And Dejamian Karaka is moving from goal defence to wing defence. Great pop of the middle there.
The Australian special, that little curl to the top, but his wing attack couldn't find him. This could be the turnover New Zealand needs.
Oh, I don't think the grounded foot moved. Oh, unlucky Hamilton Davis. Came from nowhere on that one. Yeah, just getting good roll there by Hayes. Unlucky. Connor Lilly with great positioning and the shot as well. Yeah, again, New Zealand missing a second phase off that centre pass. Can only play short and sharp for so long before your legs run out of steam. Great up to go back there by Zayden Head.
A nice little shot to finish.
Yes, made sure he flicked the hair to the side before he went up for that shot.
Cool.
Yeah, good distance there, but both players lowering their hands onto the ball.
Another defensive rebound going missing. Learned for it the second time.
I think Logan felt his harbour coach's eyes just then.
As a coach of an unders team, what have you seen of the fitness levels of the under-20s and under-23s this year?
I think it's the fitness levels are definitely up. But to be fair, since the last series was 4 years ago, I can't remember what the last lot of unders were like. But it is good. I think it's definitely the fittest group that's available to these New Zealand sides, which is good to see them rewarded. Zayden Head levels it up, 18 all.
Some really good pressure through the midcourt here, forcing Australia wide.
Oh, that would have been close to 3 seconds there. And again, New Zealand missing a second phase. I don't know. Well, I do know. By the end of the game, having to move so much and have to cut back and do triple movements, it does take away from the legs.
Passing on the run.
Yeah, I just think Joyce has just been a bit too cute down there.
Footwork call there against Davis.
Very unlucky. That's that timing of the pass to the receiver, just being out of a second there.
Good offense rebound and finish there from Joyce.
Great inside tip by the captain to Jamian. Great turnover by Karaka there. Good shot by Hikurangi Joyce. 2 minutes 30 seconds to go. Yeah, you can see Australia are cottoned on to them having to go back for that second phase. It's really nice. I don't know many other Australian players that assist New Zealanders with their bips, and same vice versa.
And then he tries to pass the ball while the guy's doing it. Really good strong hold on the circle edge there by Victor.
Yeah, really seasoned for this unders team, Victor is. Great take by Zayden Head there.
Good delay on that pass, really made the defender think about it.
The right amount of weight of ball, just so it could drop after the defence landed. And New Zealand with a 2-goal lead. Yeah, you can hear Coach Denapara asking for them to come off the body. It's an area of concern that they've been pulled for the last 2 tests. Yeah.
Really nice shot there from Lilly.
Yeah.
He's really found his range since coming on at the start of the quarter.
Yeah, one too many movements there again, and I feel like, again, stuck behind the defence on the goal line with not a lot of space to move. Great clearing pass. Yes, New Zealand is doing a bit of a witty there, appealing the contact, I think, but well, I guess some people say the ball never lies and New Zealand's got the throw-in on the goal line.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Let's see if they can get the ball through a bit smoother here.
Yeah, they've got to get off the sideline. Ooh. And the trophy hits the ground, and it is the under-20s one. Which Australia have already secured the series.
We've seen a few of those long passes from those 20s this week go awry, and I think a lot of that really comes down to just not having enough options and having a bailout option.
Great block there by
5
Connor
seconds
Lilly.
left, and they're trying to get it in quick.
Yeah, just not using the upstairs there, the New Zealand under-20s, so maybe use that as a scoring opportunity. We go into the half-time break, 21-20 to New Zealand. Thoughts on that quarter?
I think it was really positive. I think you saw a little bit more movement through the mid-court. I would like to see Joyce go back to goal shooter just to mix it up and see how that goes. Australia definitely lost their way and lost the handle of the ball a lot during that quarter, so I'm not sure what's come down to that, but I'm sure that's something the coach will be talking to them about.
Absolutely, and we'll join you in a moment, Whānau, as we send you to the half-time break, 21-20 to New Zealand.
journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now. Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our
No mai, haere mai to the Pulman Arena here in Takanini, Auckland, Aotearoa. Joining us for the third quarter of the Under-20s third and final test here. Dan, thoughts on what the halftime changing room talks might have been?
I think for New Zealand it was really just about being more open and making sure they're getting in front of their defenders, making a second movement to get open. For the Australians, I think it'll be just what they did well in the first few tests, being really clinical, not throwing 50-50 balls, and just making sure that they're being really strong on defence, because I think there's been a few weak takes which has caused a lot of ball out of court.
And we've just got some changes here. Jackson Chadwick in at wing attack for New Zealand. Freddie Taylor into goal defence, and Freddie Taylor was one of the ones, as I say, that Australia's already under the goal ring with the goal. Freddie Taylor came with the Australian Under-17s team to New Zealand for our nationals and was elevated up to the Under-20s because of his performance at our national tournament. And Maya Thompson goes back to goal shoot in a position that he's more familiar with his 5 seconds to score goal.
Contact call on the rebound there. And a good finish by Joyce.
Yeah, there's something about the sideline here, right on this transverse, that they've all loved to play on. Great threads.
Oh.
Great shot. Yeah, again, I don't think New Zealand's done more than 2 centre passes the whole game. Looking down off the centre pass, I'd love for them to full turn and sight the post straight away off that centre pass.
Yeah, they quite often are getting that drive to the pocket. It's just nobody's seeing it to pick it off.
Unfortunately, offside on a throw-in there. Offside rules apply on a throw-in. You cannot come to an area you can't play at on court from an off-court position.
Great defensive zone there from New Zealand.
Absolutely.
They've been really committed to that for the whole week, which has been really good to see. Traditionally, it's a strong point in New Zealand netball.
And it's great to see it used from the under-20s level, because it's something that takes quite a bit of coaching to get at a national topside level.
I like that, to throw it in the air and see who has the jug to highest.
If in doubt, chuck it up. Great possession
Really
by
good
Logan
possession
Asink
there.
there. Yeah, just New Zealand being a bit casual at times with their passing. Love to see them sharpen up and pass with purpose. Great movement there by Hamilton Davis.
Went for the triple play again.
Yes.
Didn't quite come off that time.
I think the fringe might have been in the way on that last pass.
Good strong finish by Joyce. Puts the New Zealanders up 2 with the centre pass here.
Yeah, nice this just addition here with Jackson Chadwick coming on.
Some really nice through court that time with the goal shooter coming out to offer.
Great deflection there by Freddie Taylor.
Are you still allowed to hit it out of their hands when they're on their way to the hoop like that?
I think Matt Davis saw what I saw. Mind you, I am wearing my short lashes today. Great double jump there.
Good back up by Joyce though. Made sure the goal still went down.
Yeah, looking upstairs to have a corridor with his whānau. Probably should focus on what the bench is saying rather than his family.
Because I don't know what the coach would be too happy with that one.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be if I was coaching. Yeah, just...
The wing attack getting stuck behind his defender again, not doing any work to get
Yeah, I
himself
think
open.
it's that moment where you've got to trust your teammate to let the ball go early instead of them running long and deep to where there's 2 Australian uniforms.
Not a great screen there, but did enough.
Yeah, just overcooked that pass Morton, causing a step between the two.
Better drive there, using the circle edge to keep strong.
Great placement. Again, too cute. Could have gone to...
Again, the hands have been really letting Australia down in this test. That's 4 or 5 times that they've just let the ball go for no real reason.
Yeah, and right over by our table so we can see that and bring it to your attention at home. Oh, I'm not a fan of 1 foot. New Zealand go to their biggest lead of the game, 4 points.
But harsh there, that one. I thought that was good defence from an attacker.
Yeah. Been a couple of calls that I've obviously, with the joys of sitting on the sideline, seen that I haven't quite understood.
I'm just happy anytime an attacker puts in effort defensively. Never been my strong point.
Yes. I'm sure I do remember raising with you in 2019.
Another good turnover there from New Zealand.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Australia go to the bench just to have some maybe cooler, calmer heads come to the court. You can see everyone out there's just a bit emotional as you want in test match netball.
It's about picking and choosing how you use that emotion though, isn't it? Because in the moment you really need to make sure you execute your skills.
And Australia definitely will want to do something here. New Zealand going up to a 6-goal lead. Great jump by Freddie Taylor. Just a good pass option there by Logan Asing. It's definitely going to be a caution.
Good decision here by the umpire.
Matt Davis deeming that a deliberate offside.
Had a good option in front of him there, the defender. He just really needed to give that pass. Put his teammate under pressure.
Great take by Davis there. Connecting with Thompson. Rejected by Asing. Oh, geez, some of these boys should be up for umpiring.
Some more coaching coming from the stands.
Yeah. Calling out to Mum.
Really good hands over pressure there from New Zealand. Really causing problems for Australia, seeing where their options are.
They're doing a really good job of not only hands over, but filling the space as well, not just being stationary, really working to make sure Australia don't know where the ball can go.
New Zealand really are at their best when there's straight line drives straight to the ball. That's an unfortunate one there, just collecting the post on his way to take that ball.
Yeah. Really interesting to see that Australia having gone to the bench with this 5-goal lead, but in saying that, they have secured the series, so it is nice to see them have confidence in leaving some of the players that may not have started the first 2 games out on court for a bit of test match experience.
Really good use of the ball by the wing attack.
Yeah,
there.
and better there with Hekwe coming away from the post rather than to the goal line. Yes, and New Zealand hold time again for the bibs.
Might have to look at that before the next series.
Yes. So anyone out there with a business that would love to sponsor the New Zealand men's and mixed sides uniforms, be sure to get in touch with the Facebook page.
Another offensive contact down the other end this time.
Yeah, that's the importance of hand speed and ball speed, letting the ball go early enough so that you're not caught trying to keep that space. Logan, I think, just having a moment there.
Really audible calls of settle from the Australian bench there, so I think it's pretty clear what the message from the coaching staff
that's
is.
much better from Arlen Davis.
Oh, unlucky there from Hayes. Did a really good job to keep his hands active.
Yeah, I think he was quite surprised that he actually drew it to him there. Good. Oh, unlucky Logan, I think, called for contact. A great idea to take the feed out in front. Australia really needing that goal to bring it back to within 4. 5 minutes to go. Yeah. You can see Australia are looking for that square reset off the centre pass.
Great take by Joyce there. That was a really strong pass, and it needed to be.
Really, really smart flick on by Zayden Head there, seeing both the defence come forward. New Zealand doing a really good job of making Australia doubt their passes in this passage of play. I think he gave that one a hongi on the way in.
I think we've all been there one time or another.
Yeah, well, normally if I'm on the other end of the pass, it normally happens.
Logan a bit shaken up there.
Yeah, he did come off yesterday with an ankle injury, so you're hoping that it's not too bad. But I did say there's an injury when you're injured and there's an injury when you're playing test match netball.
Absolutely.
Anytime you put the fern on, it doesn't hurt anywhere near as much. Great turnover there by Joyce, backed up by Chadwick there.
Some might say a professional contact there, slowing down the New Zealand momentum. And back to the throw it in the air and hope the taller side catches it.
Yes. Do believe, great tip there, almost gained it back. Just great understanding there by the Australians on who's coming and who's going. Perfect rotation. And as we see Freddie Taylor go to the bench, Flynn Pissel comes back on, the Australian under-20s captain. And as we say that, Logan Asink is replaced by his teammate at Harbour, Lucas Cook.
What's Lucas going to bring here?
Elevation, and the reason why I'm saying is because there's so many superlatives that explain the way he plays, and I don't know which one he's going to bring out in this quarter. But I can say that him and Logan obviously went to the same hairdresser this morning for their braids.
It wasn't you, was it?
No, it wasn't. I was at home having a sleep. Yeah, again, just the passer wanting to put the receiver where they think they should go instead of just passing to what's on.
Yeah, hesitancy is really costing New Zealand, and they've cost them a big chunk of their lead here.
Yeah.
Again, an Australian player just dropping the ball cold under no real pressure.
Yeah, I think it's the work that's happening before the ball's down there. Hayes is doing a really good job of keeping present in the shooter's mind.
That's the thing, isn't it? When you know you're always going to be contested, it puts that little bit more pressure on every pass.
Just needed a lot more hiding over into space on that one.
I'd like to see Joyce just clear his mind and really focus on just doing his job.
Yeah,
he seems to be getting a little bit caught up in the calls being made at the moment.
Yeah.
But again, Australia give the ball straight back.
Great tip there by Connor Lilly. Really smart to read where that ball is going.
Much better pass into space there.
Yeah, second attempt obstruction. The first one was good. New Zealand really needing that to secure a 3-goal lead with 30 seconds to go. Unlucky Hamilton Davis to be called for contact there.
I think he found himself in a really good position, just needed to commit to the ball.
Yeah.
Very hesitant, which caused that contact. One of the things I love in this grade is that there's never any malice in anything they do. They're just really athletic human beings
Not
just going
all.
hard for the ball.
And I also think that might have been a quick run over to make sure your mates are right before the umpire pulled up the big X with the warning.
Absolutely.
Great.
Much better by Hamilton Davis there.
And there it is, Whānau. Our third quarter time score is 32-30 to New Zealand. Thoughts on the last quarter, Dan?
Much better by New Zealand. It was really nice to see a little bit clearer movement through the mid-court. I think Hamilton Davis especially found himself in some good space. They just need to give that first option and lose the hesitancy that they've had, and they'll be much better off. The Australians just really need to tidy up their hands. I think most of the turnovers in that quarter would have just been dropping balls that really didn't need to be dropped.
That is the hard thing, at the end of the series when you've already secured it. How do you end with a good product? And we'll see how Australia can do that when we join you back in a moment for the fourth and final quarter of the Under-20s Trans Tasman Cup. My haere, welcome back to the Trans Tasman Cup, Test 3 of the Under-20s in the fourth quarter with New Zealand 32-30. Dan, you see any changes out there?
Got to have a look. Hayes has gone down to goal shooter, so they put a really good strong option in there, so they're moving away from that moving circle, which has brought Logan back on at goalkeeper, so he must have sorted out that ankle, so that's good to see.
Yes, I think there might have been just a bit of a Shortland Street moment. For those of you in Australia, home and away. A little bit of acting, I think. It's not been known to happen on a netball court. What?
Surely not. I don't think I've ever seen a good piece of acting on a netball court. You see lots of arms flailing though.
Yes, yes. And we will get the Australian changes to you shortly as David Kenters down the sideline with them.
I don't think I've seen him move that fast in years.
No, but doesn't move that fast when he umpires, so it's good to see him bringing our team sheets over with haste. Both teams eager to get underway as the umpires aren't even out onto the court yet.
This has always been the part I've disliked about netball the most, standing on court waiting for the umpires.
Well, there is a bit of a strategy. Get out there early and kind of stare down your opponents and lay down the whittle in a bit of a challenge.
That's it.
In Australia, the changes for Ufana are Josh Finney into centre and Zach Gilliam into goalkeeper. And we've already addressed the Hayes and Logan Asink. And like that, New Zealand get the first touch, turnover off Thompson for throw-in.
Good to see a nice direct pass there out of the wing defender. That one maybe needed to be thought of a little bit more.
Yes. The umpire just explaining the rules.
It's funny how it's where the ball goes out that the ball's thrown in.
Yeah, yeah. I think the goal defence might have got away with that if he was a bit quicker.
Sometimes you just got to not give yourself away, don't you?
Yeah, well, I always say don't look down on the throw-in. The umpire won't look down. Don't look guilty and you won't be done.
And every good shooter knows out there that if you want an obstruction call, make sure you look down at the feet so the umpire does as well.
Australia really been kept to the sideline here by this New Zealand zone. Really lucky there to not have great turnover there by Hikurangi Joyce and drive by Lucas.
That was really forced by the pressure through the midcourt there.
Yeah. And that real traditional hard drive onto the ball, 1-2 catch. Great passage of play there by Australia.
One goal in it. This is turning out to be another close game between these two really evenly matched teams.
And all I'm going to say, Whānau, and I'm going to scream it to the kids if we end up in that position, no overtime.
Tell you what, she was a long night last night by the end of that mixed game.
I ran out of words to use in that mixed game.
What's a netball series without a bit of overtime though, eh?
Yeah, I really appreciate it if they do it the games I'm not commentating.
Look, as long as New Zealand wins them in the end.
Absolutely. Do you believe that is an air ball?
I think you'll say that was a pass. Hayes just wasn't quite ready for it.
Yes, nor was the umpire. Oh, a lot of lifted ball through the middle here. I'd like to see... Oh, good hold there.
Did a really good job staying in it and keeping the defender out from competing.
And almost in unison jumping there by the two defence. Oh, two in a row.
I think a bit of smarts needs to be used there. They had an opportunity to get a rebound, but because of the clearly obstructed jump to start off with, it really took it away from them.
Yeah. Oh, really lucky not to be pulled there with the ball in the face. Great placement there.
There's a really good contact call there by the umpire. We see them get away with that every now and then, but clearly
just depends on what position I'm in, whether I agree or disagree with them. And commentating, I agree. But if I'm a goal shooter, I disagree. Lots of pushing and jostling down that shooting end of New Zealand.
I think the jovial start to this game's kind of given way to a bit of fieriness. I think both teams are pretty keen to win this last test.
There's a lot of feel in this last quarter compared to the first three. Definitely feel the intensity's risen.
It'll be interesting to see who that intensity lift really benefits. So far it's been the Australians.
This year I just want New Zealand to stay level-headed. They're really enjoying their turnovers, but often coughing up the ball. Just want them to stay nice and cool and calm, composed.
Love to see Joyce really clear out here. I know he wants to help out, but he's really putting a lot of pressure on his mid-quarters and not giving them space to drive into.
Especially on the ball side, that they're trying to get the ball down the court. Great tip there. Yeah, there was no way Matt Davis was going to miss those size 15s. Lucas Cook with the away arm hook.
Oh, it's brilliant second phase.
And great use of the take-in rule there.
Goalkeeper not happy with that call. Pretty clear obstruction, I thought.
Yeah, timing fantastic. Distance somewhat lacking. This is where New Zealand really need a second phase down the court.
Really important, this goal. Really secure that break that they've just secured. Just getting stuck behind the defender again.
Yeah. And also I think the New Zealand under-20s need to know where they want the ball, start there, move away, and then come back to that space instead of just dancing in it. The Australians are more than happy to let them dance in it because that's where they want to keep them. Great straight line passage of play here from Australia.
Never looked secure on that shot.
Great tip. Unlucky.
Unlucky there. Thought he did a really good job of getting that tip.
The crowd agree with me.
Much more confident there from Lily. We're all square again.
Now listen here, you unders. No overtime. Oh, Davis having it all his way down this goal end, running side to side. Great tip. And Becker unlucky.
Unlucky there.
Lucas Cook going to do everything he can to do his part in this New Zealand team getting the win here.
Great to see the crowd getting so involved with the game. This is kind of what our sport's about, right?
Yes. And if you don't believe us, come down and see for yourself. The animation is amazing. Just lacking width and depth down this attacking end.
Bit overzealous there from the goal defence from Australia.
Good rebound there by Joyce.
I feel like Joyce hasn't been as involved down that goal in this quarter as much as he has been previously.
Yeah, I think them bringing the captain Hospital back on has really nullified almost Joyce's movement outside the circle. Massive cross-court pass that I'd love to see a New Zealand player go for.
Great pick up there from Hamilton Davis.
Massive off the ball call from the umpire.
20 metres down court.
Yes.
Good to see the umpires aware of that, because that's the kind of stuff that can really fire up games.
Absolutely. I did mention yesterday in one of the games that I would have liked to see some of the off the ball stuff pulled, so nice to see that that call was made. And I did say this the other day too, that the under-20s with 6 minutes to go, watching the ball roll out of court like that, it did cost them the difference in the last moments of the game. So I'd like to see some urgency when that ball's rolling out of court, to be a bit more deliberate with what they're doing with it. Alan Davis with the ball.
Playing on one foot.
Oh, really good look there by Logan to sink.
Got time held on court for an injury.
Yes, as Davey Edmonds gives some advice to the shooting end of New Zealand under 20s.
The beauty of our sport. Player gets injured, both teams were clapping them off as they come off.
Yeah, and just interested here. The umpires had a wee talk about the call there, so it'll be interesting to see what comes of it. As Thompson was a huge asset for Australia. Let's see what New Zealand can do with this change as they wipe the floor.
The goal defender's looking at the umpire like he's waiting to be spoken to. I'd be walking away if I was him.
I think he's trying to use his puppy dog eyes just quietly.
Are they good puppy dog eyes?
Not when I'm coaching. They may work on other people. Yeah, you can see the warning was coming. Just said, I mean, he did all the right things. It was just said that the last part, the bodies collided because he was in the right position.
Just the nature of our sport, unfortunately, isn't it?
Just have time for another bib here. Again, Whānau, if you would like to sponsor New Zealand men's and mixed in uniforms, hit up the Facebook page. Oh, here we go. There was a change. I could see that bib change before that call happened, so wasn't because of what happened in the last passage. Obviously, Denapara seeing that Matt King can bring something on in this last 5 minutes. So it's going to be an extremely short shooting circle, but I've seen stranger things happen.
He's got some real athleticism, this King, though, so it'd be really nice to see how he brings the ball through court. Might just bring a little bit more energy as well to help him get that ball through. Really good take there from the captain.
Yeah, Hamilton Davis doing such a good job on attack. Some of those challenges that he's given, as I say that, New Zealand throw it away. Extremely hard to take when you're a shorter player.
I would like to see some of these mid-quarters just take a slightly stronger position on the edge of the circle, though.
Yeah, I think just their body positioning needs to be to the ball rather than the circle edge, so they won't get pushed offside.
Just getting a bit cute with some of those passes.
Yeah, just like to see Hikorangi just play a real nice basic pass and let his teammates know where he's going. Love his ability to turn on a dime, but I'm not too sure his teammates know where he's going when he does that.
Really good turnover there, but offside by the wing defence.
Yeah, Australia being their own worst enemy in that last minute of play. You just want Hayes to stay out of any of that. Yep, like he did. Don't want to bring the umpires in when the game is so close. And Hayes Tepuya goes to the sideline as Zayden Head joins us back on in goal shoot.
I think Hayes just got a little bit caught up in the contest there with his goalkeeper and really wasn't focusing on just keeping strong positions for his teammates.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier, that the ability for some of these under-20s players to go from one end to the other is unlucky, Logan. It's something that the open players have had many years of being able to do that. Great work there.
Really good work by the defenders, both getting in front of their attacking players.
Yeah, I love the way that they both shut that baseline down just there. Oh, I think that might have been a soft call.
We'll take it.
Yes, oh, absolutely.
Three minutes to go. This game's really heating up with the scores level, and you can see in the way that the teams are playing, they're getting a little bit panicked.
Fender getting really frustrated with the smart positioning of Hamilton Davis. Oh no.
Again, just getting a little too cute down there instead of making the solid option in front.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Apologies if you can't hear us here, but the crowd's getting a little bit heated.
This is where your true leaders come up in any sport. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Even score. Both teams have just monstered 2 opportunities to go ahead on the score. So let's see who steps up for which country to take control and seal this last test.
Who do you think needs to take the lead here for the New Zealanders?
I'd like to see Hamilton Davis be allowed to take the ball and see what he can do. He's been really secure with the ball, and they can see that after giving him the ball 5 or 6 times.
I think the captain did a really good job there, just settling everyone down. I know it gets a bit annoying sometimes with those few short passes, but if it gives everyone a chance to take a breather.
Absolutely.
Goalkeeper getting called for held way down court again.
Yeah. And New Zealand finally go ahead one with 1 minute 40 seconds and their pass. Great athleticism there by both of those athletes to get up that high.
The Australians really going and attacking every ball here now.
Yeah, that's a warning. She's deemed it a deliberate obstruction, a deliberate offside, sorry.
Much better option there, getting it to the centre right in front, taking that short option.
And this is where I don't want New Zealand to get too cute with what they're doing. It's that real happy medium of using the ball but not too fast. And New Zealand ahead by 2, 1 minute to go.
Oh, just a little bit late on that one by King.
Yeah, and unfortunately, just those moments on the umpire side of the court.
Time for calm heads here for New Zealand. They still need to make sure that they're making good passes and not just looking back. The movement's got to be really secure.
Yeah, don't want to be too cute here. It did cost them yesterday being cute and playing the ball back like this. So you want to score as far from the Australian goal end, or use the ball as far away from the Australian goal end as possible. Maybe down the shooting end of New Zealand.
They follow all of those short passes with a big long one into the pocket.
And there you have it, whānau. New Zealand take the third and final test between the two teams, 39-38. Nothing separated them all week. Fantastic for New Zealand to end the series with a 1-goal win. What are your thoughts on the game, Dan?
I think it was just really good to see the New Zealanders play in a different style today. I think they were a little bit more secure when they had the ball. There wasn't so many crazy passes other than that little 10-minute period where they decided to throw everything over the baseline. I think the Australians will be pretty disappointed, to be honest. I think their hands let them down a lot, and they'll see a lot of missed opportunities there.
Yes, thank you again for joining us, whānau. Remember, if you're in Auckland, come on down to the Pulman Arena today, where our next match is at 3 p.m. between the New Zealand under-23s and Australian under-23s. The match after that is the Australian mix take on the New Zealand mix. And at 7 p.m. this afternoon, tonight, the New Zealand men take on the Australian men. Ka kite anō.
joined here by Flynn, captain of the Australian Under-20s. Flynn, what a game and what a series. I mean, first game was decided by 3 points, second by 2. Today, one didn't go your way, but how was today's game?
Oh, look, it was really tough. The Kiwi guys really made us work for it. Really, really good effort on their behalf, but still very proud of our guys. You know, we fought through, didn't give up. And yeah, a lot of stuff to work on for our next year.
Yeah, and yeah, what was the vibe going in? You'd already secured the series, but what was talked about before this match?
Look, we didn't want to let off. This one was just as important as the others. We wanted a clean sweep, obviously. So it's still pretty disappointing, but relieved that we still got the series. And yes, that's what's important at the end of the day.
Perfect. And what's next in store for this team?
Look, we all go back to our state leagues. Nationals come around in April for Australia, and hopefully we get the same guys representing us for Australia come September, October next year as well. So, yeah.
That's great. And a lot of support from across the ditch. Anything you want to say with the supporters?
Yeah, the support's been amazing. We've had Facebook groups of supporters, endless texts, messages from back in Australia. So thank you to everyone watching at home. I've heard it's really these games have pushed men's netball so far forward. I've heard huge crowds watching our games, so yeah, really, really happy and thankful for that support.
Awesome, thanks. That's Flynn, captain of the Australian Under-20s. Cheers. Safe travels.
Thanks, guys.
Here with Gavin, coach of the Australian Under-20s. Gavin, tell us your thoughts on that match.
Look, first of all, full credit to the Kiwi guys. They brought it all week. They've been great games. We really wanted that. We didn't want to go out on a loss, but we're grateful we won the series. I think we played some great netball, and I think that was just a cracking game today. Really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. I think 3 incredible games. What do you put, all very closely decided, what do you put the difference to between the two teams?
Look, at this age, I think we're looking for control. It's when the blood starts rushing, the crowd starts yelling. It's making those simple decisions, and it's back to basic netball. But I'm incredibly proud of the guys from Australia. I'm really grateful and thankful to coach them. They're great. I love them all.
Yeah. Well, no, it showed, and it looks like they're an incredible bunch of guys.
I'll be buying them a can of Solo later on for sure.
Oh well, enjoy the celebrations, enjoy the series win, and safe travels home.
Yeah, and just want to say thank you very much to our Steve, my assistant coach, Esther, my manager, physios Jess and Amanda, and particularly really good thanks to New Zealand Netball. It's been a great tour. We really appreciate it. It's great to come over here.
It's been great to have you.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
I'm joined by Dushamian and Logan, the captain and vice-captain of New Zealand Under-20s. How does it feel to win by 1 point against Australia in the third test? How does it feel?
It's nerve-wracking. It's a great experience, but they really gave us a game, and just happy for our boys.
Yeah. And Logan, what was it like? Describe that final quarter to us.
Look, the pressure was immense. I've never felt anything like it. They gave us a really good run. And sorry for my voice, it's a lot of yelling. A lot of pressure.
And what does it mean to come back and get that win in the third test?
It means a lot to us because we we see it in our cheers' hearts. We poured our heart out onto this, and we're just happy, speechless almost.
Incredible. You could see that emotion and the passion out on court. There's been a lot of support for your team throughout the series. Anything you'd like to say to supporters?
We love you. Keep coming back, and we'll see you guys next time.
And keep supporting us. Shout out to everyone who's helped me along my journey. Big ups. Big ups.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Go well. Cheers. Lastly, but certainly not least, I'm joined by David Edmonds, the coach of the winning New Zealand Under-20 team. How does it feel to get the result of this match?
It feels really good to get a win finally after we got 2 losses, especially because they were 2 close losses. So it's kind of fitting that we had a close win against them as well.
And there were some changes with your lineup today. Hayes in particular, one of them. What did you do differently?
Look, we wanted to try something a little bit different. They had played against us twice already. They sort of saw what we were trying to do. We were trying to change things up a little bit just to keep it fresh, keep them guessing a little bit, and hopefully take them by surprise, which thankfully we managed to do.
Perfect. And lastly, what are your thoughts on the whole series?
Oh, the series has been great. It's actually flown by. It's gone really, really fast. I didn't expect for things to start and finish so early. So looking forward to celebrating with everybody though. I'm really excited. Really excited it's come to an end actually. I'm excited to go home.
Well, thanks, Dave. We'll let you enjoy the celebrations.
Yay.
But all the best
Yay.
and congratulations
Thanks
on today's
so much.
result.
Yay, thanks guys.